Hello there, and welcome to some more Alpha Centauri Alien Crossfire with me, Daniel, from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, I'm pretty sure we ended up getting Lal on side. He is now a junior vassal, pact brother, for lack of better term. Won't stop other nations from intentionally going after him, or other factions, ideologically speaking. But we are going to hope that they leave him alone enough just to rebuild a bit. We're going to spend this episode hopefully kind of rebuilding our bases, because we had a few blown up between the past two wars that we've had. And at the moment, Miriam is in a pact with us, amazingly, and she's spending her time beating up planet Jar Dawn. So we're going to utilize that to hopefully try and get our infrastructure going. So let's end turn.
Destroyed.
Cultist artillery, interesting. But now hopefully we'll be okay. Oh wow, there. Chardon's not okay. He's getting his stuff taken hand over fist by Miriam. We're hoping he can stall her out at least for a bit. How long? Only time will tell. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. If you have, definitely let me know.
Resource shortfall.
More starvation happening at cities we've just taken over. That goes without saying. We don't need a missile rover here. Let's just get some basic supplies. We'll lose some minerals, but it's fine. We are Aki Zeta-5 of the Cybernetic Consciousness. I had to pause for a second there because I nearly gave you the wrong name. But for anybody that's just kind of getting into the series now, in which case it's still probably worth going out and checking the other videos. But we are a faction that prioritizes research. We are not great at growing our population, and we're kind of average in terms of setting up for war. It's been quite a fun ride. It's been close. We're on Thinker difficulty, which is the second hardest difficulty, but we're using the Thinker mod, which makes the game harder for sure. Definitely something I recommend you use if you are choosing to play this game in 2026 or whatever year it is when you're getting across this, in which case if you're from the future, hello, this is from the past, how are you? Hopefully everything's not on fire. I don't have huge hopes, but one can hope everything is okay. We have a former here that could probably benefit from... Well, we have a few mine locations. I don't want to put boreholes literally everywhere because you'll get so much in the way of ecological damage. But like this, for example, this is a rainy tile. So if we terraform this level, this would become a pretty good farm location. But what you can now see, we have some pretty decent forests going on. So it's not quite as high of importance. I was going to say higher population, but that's not what I meant to say at all. Not what I meant to say at all. Let's just do some automatic sensors with you, because I never build enough sensors. So probably nice to have something on backup there just to make sure that I do, in fact, do so. We're still removing a lot of fungus. Fungus does not really, kindle joy for our faction. It doesn't do anything particularly exciting. It's not like with the Gaians or anything. So we're just going to spend most opportunities to just kind of dial it back.
Terraform complete.
As for a lot of our military units, we want to float them in this area in case we do get backstabbed by Miriam. But the next thing we're going to want to do after we start moving these troops over is try and get maybe a couple of naval units. Easier said than done because we have no ports over here. We have one coastal city there. But we want to use that to maybe get some naval units and start pestering who is the most annoying faction for us to deal with, is Fensgard, the pirate on the ocean. Although a lot of his bases are having massive issues with drones because he is running, I'm pretty sure he's running nothing to help him with his efficiency problem. So at least he's not running planned. If he was running planned, he'd have -3 efficiency, but he still has -1 right now. And when you have as many bases that he has, that's going to run into problems. It's why we're running green, to give us even more efficiency. Not that we really need to as the faction that we are, but still helpful nonetheless. We also want to keep attacking him with planes because we don't want him to build aerospace complexes anywhere, because that'll give him 100% defense against flying attack, or air attack as any human would probably call it. At least we can do some scouting, so that's something. Is there anything there? Yes, but it doesn't matter. We would likely want to start getting some settlements on the sea out here. This shouldn't be that contested, so this would be a fairly safe place to go. Relatively being the key word. We also want to make sure we build the Maritime Control Center. Now, I did check between episodes. We are still in the lead for this. We can't quite afford to rush by it, but if we need to rush by it, we will. I'm hoping we don't need to, though. We'll see. Come on, Lyle, stop moving your spies around, man. They're not even doing anything. Lyle is currently in a pact with Svensgaard.
Critical, absolutely. I would go so far as to say that superconducting fiber alone makes our present economy possible. CEO Marbuda K. Morgan, Morgan Link 3D Vision live interview.
That was very rudely interrupted me. This is not an important tech for us at the moment because we already have better weapons than Gatling laser.
Production complete.
Tends to be the case, though. Very often to get level 6 attack before 5. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. You definitely need a... Anywhere that doesn't have a recycling tank should prioritize getting a recycling tank.
Production complete.
Probably have enough formers at this stage. You're going to probably not be a colony pod spawner, though, because you don't have that much food. So instead, let's get some science out of you, please. And... maybe after that we'll start going towards getting air units out of you.
Complete.
That should be sufficient. Get a children's crash. I didn't build that many children's crash early on in the game, but we're trying to make up for some lost time. We have a missile interceptor. Before you build another one, get a network node and probably an aerospace complex. What do you have here? Yeah, I can't take that on. When we have anti-air weaponry, it makes you far less effective at taking on things on the land, which makes sense. I'm just going to take this out so he doesn't get tempted to settle in my face. And it gave us some nice experience. Not a crazy amount, but disciplined is okay, right? Let's work that energy tile. We're going to settle Alpha Terminus. You can take a rubbish starting unit for now. That's perfectly fine. We're going to get defense perimeters everywhere by default, which is a lovely jubbly. But yeah, if we can keep... there's not really many places to settle further this way that would make sense. Technically, this tile here would be pretty good. Could it be 3 and then 3? But we don't own Crow's Nest, so it's not that useful. So again, we may be backfilling down here. We may be trying to get this gap, but there's a lot of fungus here, so that's going to take a lot of time. I'd love to go settle up near the ruins, but again, a lot of fungus. Do we have yet? I don't think we got the tech for it, but let me just check in case I'm wrong. So let's say we want to do terraforming unit. Okay, we do have fungicide tanks, so what will happen in the nearish future, I'm hoping we'll get a new reactor. And when we do that, we'll probably make a unit that looks like this, because it will allow us to clear fungus quicker, both because we'll have greater movement and because we have the tanks that make it happen at double speed. We'll probably want to make a few of those and just help clear this out as much as we can. Anyway, enough gawking. Let's get a few units over to our new settlement. You can... I don't even want to build... I'm tempted to break the road between Eternal Beacon and Alpha Outpost just in case we get attacked. Same with the road here. We're not going to do that right this second right now, but if she starts getting snippy at us, we're definitely going to do that. But you should probably go further up north and start improving things where we have no formers. And probably getting a sensor array in a few areas too. Although at least we have a couple. They didn't blow them all up. But then there's no point really upgrading everything around the coastline because you know they're just going to shoot them down with artillery fire, right? Which is very rude. Hoping Svensgaard may have got over his blowing everything up with artillery phase, but I highly doubt it. The AI loves to do silly things like that, just like it loves to try sniping your formers. Which is another reason why I don't want him getting flying units, although I did see he's trying to build a penetrator, but it's going to take him 20 turns to do so. So I'm not worried about that right now. Also, I just want to point out, How unhappy is this city? He's got to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 specialists to try and prevent them from having a full meltdown. That's why you don't run free market when you're trying to attack people. It's just not wise. It can be done, it's just not recommended. We should probably get a road between Kappa Ridge and Alpha Outpost, I would say, next. So let's do that for me, please. Thank you. And as for you, Missile Penetrator, you need to heal. Missile Rover, you can stay in place. This Interceptor, still don't see any need to start hugging our coastline. They don't have anything that can really attack us. So we are just going to do some more scouting. And Miriam will not get upset because we're in a pact. I'm upset by her lack of putting bases here, though. Like, I get it, she's kind of busy, but still. Like, you forward settled that and it sucks, and I mean, it's typical AI behavior. I'm not unsurprised, it just stinks. Speaking of things stinking, most of our bases stink, so I think this is a good turn to start going and prioritizing building some of our better infrastructure buildings through the power of rushing. We don't need the money right now. And I don't want some type of energy event being a big rude and breaking everything. Because that can certainly happen. There we go, that should be enough for now. It is incredibly wet outside today as I'm recording this, so if you can hear the sump pump, I apologise. I hope you can't, but it is very, very wet. Usually it's snowy this time of year for us, but no, it is pure, unadulterated rain. Oh, hello, Mr. Mindworm. Are you running away from us? That would be good. So UN headquarters. You are technically on the water. Kind of. But I think for now, get a network node and then a children's creche because you are miles away from my capital, and that will hopefully help with inefficiency. And you're building a children's creche next. Perfect. Tree farm is done at Solace Springs. Again, it might be the best regular... I mean, the aerospace complex is crazy too. There's a few really good buildings. I'm not sure which is the absolute best of the best. But the tree farm is a consistently great choice. Get a rec commons before you get miserable. You can keep generating colony pods. You're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but you're getting a nice mineral industrial boom right now, so we'll take the advantage to get a few more buildings out. Sweet. So much production be complete. This is a pretty good base to build colony pods at. You've got decent food. So there you go. You, on the other hand, are absolutely terrible for building such things. So you're going to go for a children's creche, then a tree farm, then a rec commons. It has dawned on me, by the way, just in case anybody's been saying in the comments, in a way this would be a good time to attack Miriam because all of her troops are going to be over here. But what will happen is she's going to come bring them all back if I do that all in one go when I am just not ready. And she's going to mash everything. And she has a load of units in my territory too. So I really rather not poke the bear at the moment. We will be poking the bear, but not right now. That can be a farm solar road. Don't want to build too many solar panel buildings or improvements because you just know the event will come with like it's is it a hailstorm or something that just absolutely wrecks them. So I'd rather not run into that. Colony pod. Where do you want to go, sunshine? I still think down here is a great place to go. But I can't remember where all these guys are going. So instead I'm going to pick a place I probably didn't choose. And we're going to go... That'd be 1, 2, 3... We wouldn't work that tile if we settled there. But we could put eventually another water base down if we wanted to, or we could try and get... I don't think we could get a borehole there. I don't think that's flat enough. Do we want to go on this side of the coastline instead? Could be tempting, because then we could produce foil colony pods more easily. It wouldn't follow the 3 tile rule though, because I'd want to put it here and it'd be 4 tiles away. I think that's fine though. Honestly, I think that's perfectly okay. Alright, you need to refuel. You've got 8 moves. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It doesn't matter if I don't get to the other base, I just have to make sure I don't get trapped. Nothing down here worth grabbing with the foil probe team, unfortunately. We didn't get anywhere near as much in the way of naval pods as I'd like, but that's because we have a faction in the sea.
Destroyed.
Are you still blowing stuff up? Cool.
Production complete.
UN Health Authority is here. So there's a cultist unit somewhere around here? But they can't be up here because we'd see it because of the sensor, right? We'll see if they... I mean, honestly, we can just bring this plane over temporarily, but... Again, I want to make sure they don't get the aerospace complex. So let's do 9 to 5. This may get him to change his build priority. Yeah, it did. You see, now he's going to switch back to a garrison. That's what we want to see. We don't want him building that stuff. We can probably take this unit over, although that's 9 movement, which stinks. 7 will do. Cool. The anti-airs have slightly worse movement. Not a huge amount in it, but there's a little bit in it. I don't know if it's for balance or if maybe the anti-air equipment is heavy. I don't know, man. But what I do know is it is mildly annoying. It's not terrible, though. You... I think we can still count farm and mining on you and get a benefit, so we're going to do that. I'm going to say... just sit there for now. Yeah, and we blew up the road, which is what we want to do. I was saying I might do this later, but I'm doing it now so I don't forget. This is because you know me by now, guys. Oh, that was my email, I think. Silverbird Park. You already have... Oh, you're where are you convoying this? Where are you? Oh, there's no borehole here. That's hilarious. We'll get a borehole over there now so I don't forget. That's really funny. But I'm going to give this supply crawler to another place so it can utilize the supply crawler. So where are we? This should be a pretty strong city. Mu Terminus. So I'm going to take the supply pod there, supply crawler, and just transfer it over there. Get rid of some fungus. You, meanwhile, I guess may as well come back here and defend in case Chardon decides to send a foil probe team over again.
Turn complete.
Oh, okay, just do a UE and go into binary bunker, that's fine too.
Improvement destroyed.
Cool, Miriam's doing more damage to Chardon. There is definitely somewhere a cultist artillery, so we'll take it out. It's annoying more than it is problematic. Really kind of like him in a nutshell so far in this game, at least for me. Alpha Prime, you are pretty miserable. I don't have anything that will make you happier. We could start building police units to help with this, I guess. Oh, you're not even miserable. You just didn't have the governor on for some reason. Weird. You're not miserable. You're actually quite happy, and now you're doing gangbusters. Oh well, we were getting some specialist value anyway. You have 6 pop, you're about to be 7, let's get a hab complex.
Complete.
Network node. Please get a tree farm, you are a massive candidate for a tree farm. You now have a decent garrison, so do your recycling tank thing. I would love to get C-formers out here, but you just know the second I do they're going to shoot them down, so let's not do that for the second right now. You can at least utilize the ability... Oh, hang on. This guy just took a ton of damage, right? Maybe the mine worm took out the artillery. That'd be convenient if it did. I just noticed that now. That would be very nice. Continue moving, and then what we want to do is we want to right-click and support from here. And then you're going to go up here, please, and utilize that borehole. Oh my word, what is Deirdre doing? She has one mineral. Okay. Sure. I get she's trying to build a lot of units to defend her base because she's pretty isolated, but still, like, come on, man, that's absolute nonsense. What do you have in here? Oh, I can't tell. Until I'm next door. So he has mind worms, he doesn't have anti-air, we didn't infiltrate Chardon, so we can't see very much. But we can see enough. Guess I'll take this out while it's a freebie. Thank you. 40 Planet Pearl credits. Energy. Words. You know what I mean? It's all words. I only word spaghetti. Go over to UN Haven City. He's starting to build planes now too, but I just want to kind of see what's happening over here. Chardon only has one naval base on this side of the landmass, so we shouldn't really have to worry about anything, but I will worry less if I can see what's going on. I'm not like the game where I can just see everything by default from the AI. Must be nice. Speaking of things being nice, how far are you from being done? You're pretty close. I'm going to rush this along because I want to get the Maritime Control Center for extra naval movement as soon as I have naval units. So that should be in the next few turns, hopefully. Cool. And let's end turn. Oh, hello. Settling a base right in my face. Oh, why? I'm going to have to talk to Miriam so she doesn't blow up the guys, which sucks. Hello. Oh, okay, we're not pact sisters anymore, so that's a sign that she's probably going to wreck my stuff. And she's signed a treaty of friendship with the planet Cult for reasons unknown to anybody. Oh, I saw that. Sea lurk. But let's see this secret project first.
It is altogether fitting that we who have sailed the deeps of space now return again to the sea. This is in many ways a water planet, and it can be ruled from the waves. With sea power, rugged terrain can be bypassed and enemy strongholds isolated. Once naval superiority is achieved, planet is ours for the taking. Colonel Corazon Santiago, Planet, a survivalist guide.
Thank you very much. The Maritime Control Center increases the movement rate of all naval units by 2, and you get a naval yard at every base. Nice. I've just been turning the volume up manually, like in editing, when these secret projects and like quotes come on, so hopefully that's been working for you guys. Let me know. So yeah, they're going for the Xeno Empathy Dome, which we cannot build. We don't have that tech, which is fine. We want to start getting some aerospace complexes. Tree farm, probably get a children's creche there. So yeah, so we know we're probably going to get backstabbed at some point in the near future by Miriam, and that's a surprise to literally nobody that knows anything about this game. It just sucks. So, you know, it is what it is. We're going to get a few aerospace complexes. I don't want to build too many, because I'm hoping there'll be a way of getting them for free later. I'm not giving you orbital space flight, but I am going to ask you to stop blowing up Deirdre. Thank you. I will exchange maps, because we are friends, whether you believe it or not. Does she know anything that I don't? No, not really. What I do know is I don't like being forward settled. That's a paddling. Don't like that at all. Yes, hello, Mr. Kitty, who I don't know who's on the recording or not, again. I wonder if I could get this guy close enough to Chardon to start annoying him. We'll see what we can do. You guys sit in place, please. You, sir, are pretty damaged, and I cannot... Well, I can just about reach here. Is this anti-air? Nope. Oh, it's got nothing in it. I was hoping there'd be a unit, because if I blew the unit up, then it'd probably take him forever to build. He's probably got some new minerals to start this off with. This, on the other hand, is 27 to 25, so in my opinion, that is just not worth doing. So let's get out of the way. We didn't get shot by artillery last turn, so that must have been... It must have been up here, which is interesting. So you think he came over here and dropped units off? That's very strange. I still don't see anything, so that's okay. You only have 4 fuel left. And as for you... I'm just going to do a little bit of scouting with you. Yeah, especially now that we're not in a pack together. We're going to break that road.
Enemy project initiated.
Miriam's going for the Xeno-Empathy Dome as well. We could steal a tech, because we definitely don't have that tech, but the Xeno-Empathy Dome is fine. It's not crazy. Yeah, you blow up my stuff if you want.
Theory, and actually quite coherent for a system of 5 or 7 dimensions, if only we lived in one. Academician Prokhor Zakharov. Now we are alone.
Great tech. We can upgrade things to 8 attack rather than 6. So we want to do workshop. Mostly care about the plane side of things. Apply, and the anti-air is there. Air superiority. We're going to build one of those somewhere so I don't have to then eat the penalty across the board. But we're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to settle here. And Z-Eclipse. I'm pretty sure that's not how that's pronounced, but it'll do. Alrighty. The other thing I wanted to check, and I nearly forgot to do it, was Design Workshop. Do this, and do Resonance Armor. We want to set up... I may have done this in a previous episode, but just in case I didn't, we want to have anti-air infantry available to build. The Sea Lurk might end up trying... he has 4 movement, right? And I think he was here to be 1, 2, 3... He might get in there and wreck that city immediately. No, he can't, because he's like a cruiser, I think. So he can't go into the city, if memory serves. I don't know. Losing the plot. 1. Oh, hello! What are you doing here? 1 empathy attack unit. Is there anybody else? Yes, there is. Well, there's a couple of them, in fact. And I would lose in combat to that combination, so... You, I wouldn't. This should be pretty easy. Lal, do you have anything to defend with up here? You have a plane. Are you buddy-buddy with the pirates as well? No, it's... He's at Vendetta with them. So how does he have... I don't know how that works. Something about that seems wrong. That's all we're going to say, but that seems incorrect. And you can hide. Continue moving, just hide there for me, please. Yeah, it feels like they shouldn't have the ability to hide a unit in the city of somebody they're at war with, but that's just me. Me and my silly ideas. And maybe they're secretly friends and they're just at war in verbal only to appease me. Who knows? Who knows? All I do know is if he's going to drop units off here, we're going to have to pay attention. Oh, that's a hell of a route too. Like, this is not the place you'd think he would choose to drop units off at. Weird. Very, very weird. Not sure I understand that one. Maybe I'm just being dumb, but I don't get it. Breaking that pact is going to cost us a load of money too. So we're making maybe 1/3 less than before. I still don't know how she ended up being friends with Chardorn after wrecking all his stuff. That's a weird one to me, boss. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But, okay. Whatever. Let's end turn. You couldn't do anything with these probe teams, Lal. You're just going to run them up and down. They're very well exercised. They must have incredible calves.
Production complete.
There's the sea look. We don't really have to worry about it. We have defense there. It's not like we can mind control them. This place needs a hab complex for sure, and then it needs Children's Crash because it moaned about not having one before. Colony pod is built. Build me another.
Complete.
You sit down. So if it's here, I'd love to take that pod, but I also don't want to get my probe team smacked. So we're going to try and avoid the path it would go on. Should be reasonably safe there. There's a new city, UN Equilibrium Hub? I think so. He's probably going to lose it immediately because it's going to take him 13 turns to build an anti-air infantry, but you do you, friend. You're trying your best, that's all I can ask for, I suppose. Where do we want to put UN Pillar of Rights? We probably want to put it somewhere here, I would say, because this should still be pretty safe away from Svensgaard. There's no city here anymore, so it's not like we can chop in, although we will 100% hope that Lal settles either here, here, or here. All of these would be fine, so we probably won't do any of them, because that's how the AI works. But I'm thinking if we do 1, 2, so 3 would be there. And then we could do like 3 that is here. So let's start by going on the road, so at least we have the movement available. And we are going to need to find a way back. So let's go this way. You're going to rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Nothing was there. You're going to hear a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to suggest to you. Thinking we probably want to get a few more roads down over here. So let's get roading over to Alpha Terminus. And soon, once we get a few planes out, we're going to do the anti-air infantry, just in case Miriam does decide to wreck our stuff. A distinct possibility. Fungus has been cleared. I'm not too worried about really doing a huge amount of other improvements here. Maybe we can improve this one tile and they should be sufficient.
Terraform complete.
Finally, we have a road done to nowhere by the looks of it. That's an interesting choice of road. Why did we build it here? I don't know. Past Daniel's silly. Let's get another road in. Where you going, probe teams? You're going somewhere, but I don't know where. Okay, if you want to blow those up, you go for it.
Improvement destroyed.
The chief aim of their constitution and government is that whenever public needs permit, all citizens should be free, so far as possible, to withdraw their time and energy from the service of the body and devote themselves to the freedom and culture of the mind. For that, they think, is the real happiness of life. Sir Thomas More, Utopia, Data Links.
First time we built a hab complex, so now it can go from a maximum size of 7 to 14, I think it is. I don't know what that sea lurk's doing. I think he's drunk. You have great production and pretty good growth too. So you smack to me of getting an aerospace complex and then building some air units. Solace Springs. You're pretty close to the border at this stage. Now, probe teams are comically ineffective against Miriam, so we don't need to spam those out. I do see she's building a colony pod, so she's probably going to back settle a little bit. Which is the right thing to do. Let's get out another foil colony pod. You probably don't continue doing colony pods. Get a tree farm, because you massively need it. Yeah, he's just going to sit here and bombard again, which is just very rude of him. We'll get some more planes soon, then it'll be very much the turntables. Then we can get our guy up here. We need to work out where... Oh, I was going to say where they went. They're right in front of us, and that's 9 to 10 odds, which is terrible. He only has one defensive unit in here. He doesn't have defenses built, so there's a distinct possibility he's just going to lose this city unless this synth missile speeder can come save him. It is only one unit. They should be fine. I'm just going to make sure nothing else is out here that we don't know about. Nope, we're good. And you want to clear some fungus, please. And you... we can start blowing up some of these ships. 81 to 50 or 9 to 5. Those odds are slightly better. Cool, thanks for being around. Unfortunately, you're an anti-air, so you're neither strong. In fact, I'm going to just leave you in place for now. When I'm sure inevitable big spicy Doom war shows up, we will have to just reactivate all of our units so we can reassess where everything is. But for now, we don't need to do that. Get a road, get a borehole, park your butt down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's not going to love that I have a probe team in her territory, but she's just going to have to deal with it for a second. It's fine, probably. Is there anything that needs majorly done now? Do have some money. You are getting 11 food, Omicron Shoal. That is a lot of food even for a base out in the middle of the ocean. Nice. That's going to help for voting. You have no minerals at all, which means building this foil former is an absolute waste of your time for right now, isn't it? Get a supply crawler, hurry it, so you can build it even without anything. Then get a tree farm, because we will get some farm down here. Cool. Okay, so next up on the agenda, we want to probably prioritize one place that is building an aerospace complex. You seem like a good choice for it, Kappa Hills, so let's get you to do that. And then we're going to get you to build a Chaos Needle Jet for me, please. How exciting. Yeah, it's funny how you guys keep declaring friendship after Miriam attacks you over and over again. I'm sure that will last a very long time. And that I'm not being sarcastic at all.
Production complete.
You are orphans, Earth-Deidre. Your homeworld already buried, so young among the eons. Yet, now you fill the skies where we watched a million sunsets with flame and contrails, paying no heed to the hard lessons the universe has tried to teach you. Are you a breath of life to invigorate a complacent world, you as humans, or an insidious cancer which must be excised?
Lady Deidre Sky, Conversations with Planet.
So, we finally have an aerospace complex and a really, really depressing quote. I think we're going to build our Chaos Needle Jet next episode and then take the fight to Svensgaard. I think we're in a good state. We hadn't had a crazy action-packed episode, but we have a lot of tree farms down, some special buildings. I think we're in a good place. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. If you have, let me know. Let me know how you think this is going to pan out in the long run at the end of this series. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.